Here at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
First down, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Gone!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. J.J. Nelson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He was looking for Parker that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
20. Hey, 20.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 20. Target.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Gone.
Throwing, Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So now here come the Dolphins. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to let one go deep for punt. That's caught inside the 20. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, Tannehill flushed out right. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go. Block, block. Hey, 20.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Right.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Emmanuel Ogbah with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The kick by Sanders is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Detroit!
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Minka Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Detroit! Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill buying time to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. He goes underneath to Drake. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Mayfield looks to throw. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Tannehill on first down. He's going to go up top again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. That's Njoku over the middle. A good pickup there at 22. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown as a Cleveland Brown. And the Browns add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gostkowski the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this
you're
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brianne Body Calhoun. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
20, 20, 20, 20.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Deep. Play.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joe Schobert coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down at about 9 to go.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Detroit!
Mayfield to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Browns on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. D. Ford in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Green, 39.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Gun, 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 gun. 4 down.
Now it's Ajayi. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Jay Ajayi's going to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jay Ajayi, 31 yards. And the Browns are pouring it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. Ready. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. 57. Come to Bob. We go Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Go. Zero, zero, zero. Here you go, Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
50-50.
Now it's Tannehill. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Tannehill, escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 38. Let's go, G. Let's go. Deuce. Hey, 20. Go, zero.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
88. Zero.
Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
20. Here we go. Run. Hip.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Joe Schobert in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Matt Hawk now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Browns getting set to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This is Ajayi. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Tight down. There you go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Four down. Hurry up, here we go.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Browns on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Block. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On 1st down, Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Zero.
One last throw here for Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.